Why overthinking destroys you. Overthinking is the enemy of clarity. It disguises itself as preparation, wisdom, and caution, but underneath its mask lies a chaotic mind, one that has been hijacked by fear, insecurity, and illusion of control. We overthink because we are afraid of pain. We are afraid of uncertainty. We are afraid to make the wrong move, to feel regret, to be misunderstood. So we think, and we keep thinking. We drown in possibilities, paralyzed by hypotheticals, addicted to the loop of what if. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Yet most of us do the opposite. We obsess over what people might say, what could go wrong, what happened in the past, what might never happen at all. We exhaust ourselves trying to think our way into peace, when peace was never found in thought to begin with. Stoicism is not about suppressing thought. It's about understanding which thoughts to listen to and which ones to discard. It's about filtering your inner dialogue with a sharp sword of reason and aligning your mind with nature, with reality as it is, not as you fear it might be. This is not a gentle guide. This is a war manual. Because to stop overthinking, you must confront the enemy that lives inside your own skull, the one who pretends to protect you but keeps you enslaved, the one who speaks in your voice but drags you away from action, away from clarity, away from peace. The Stoics didn't merely teach philosophy, they lived it. In prison, in exile, on the battlefield, and on the throne. They faced chaos, death, betrayal, and still they stood firm. Why? Because they mastered their minds. They knew this truth. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius. Overthinking is nothing but misplaced attention. It is obsession with what you cannot change. It is a disease of trying to solve the uncontrollable with thought, and it is cured only through wisdom, presence, and courage. You want peace? You want to be calm in the storm? Then listen closely, because the Stoics left a roadmap. All that remains is your willingness to follow it. Overthinking is not wisdom. It is paralysis in disguise. The person who overthinks may appear thoughtful, cautious, even intelligent, but underneath, there's fear. Fear of making a mistake. Fear of discomfort. Fear of reality itself. You sit with your thoughts, turning them over and over like a prisoner turning a key that doesn't open any door. The mind becomes a cage. The more you think, the more you sink. Into doubt, into confusion, into the illusion that more thinking will somehow create certainty. But life was never meant to be certain. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's the entire battlefield right there. Your power ends where your thoughts begin to invade the future, obsess over the past, and drown in fantasy. When you overthink, you abandon the only place where life actually happens, the present, the Stoic understanding of thought. To the Stoics, thoughts are not sacred. Not all thoughts deserve to be entertained. Seneca warned us, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. A Stoic doesn't believe every thought. He interrogates it. Your mind will offer you an endless stream of noise, doubts, fears, worries. But not every thought deserves your energy. The disciplined mind knows the difference between a signal and static. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgment about things." Overthinking is not the event. It's your judgment about the event. The event is simple. She didn't text back. You made a mistake. You lost the job. What follows is a chaos. What if she hates me? What if I blew my chance forever? What if I never succeed again? That's not reality. That's fiction. Fiction that you're producing and believing. The Stoic path is about seeing clearly, not reacting emotionally, but reasoning logically, not attaching to stories, but accepting reality. The nature of control, what's up to you. At the heart of Stoicism is one principle. Control what you can. Let go of what you cannot. Overthinking is what happens when you violate this principle. You try to mentally control things that are not yours to control, outcomes, other people's opinions, the future, the past. Epictetus gave us the dichotomy of control. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, those are up to you. Other people's behavior, the weather, time, death, chance, not up to you. When you overthink, you're trying to reach into the realm of the uncontrollable and tame it. That's like trying to grab the wind with your bare hands. So ask yourself, is this thought about something I can control? If yes, act. If no, drop it. Simple, brutal, stoic. Perception is a problem. The Stoics didn't fear life. They feared distorted perception. What if the problem isn't your situation, but your story about it? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." It's not the breakup. It's your story, "I'll never be loved again." It's not the job loss. It's your story, "I'm a failure." It's not the silence. It's your story, "They're ignoring me because I'm not good enough." The mind invents suffering. Your job is not to overanalyze its suffering. Your job is to challenge the story. When you catch yourself spiraling, ask, is this true, or is this just my interpretation? And more importantly, is this interpretation helping me or hurting me? That's Stoic perception. Clean, rational, unemotional. Overthinking is fear in disguise. Strip overthinking to its core, and what do you find? Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of pain. You think you're being analytical, but really you're just scared. Instead of acting, you retreat into thought. You hide behind questions and scenarios and fake preparation. But the Stoics knew, the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Epictetus. Overthinking is cowardice wearing the mask of logic. Don't analyze your fear. Confront it. Don't think your way out of doubt. Step through it. The Stoic doesn't run from uncertainty. He walks straight into it with courage and composure. Remember, thought is only useful when it leads to action. Action over analysis, the Stoic antidote. You don't stop overthinking by thinking more. You stop it by acting. Thought is potential. Action is power. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." And what wastes more time than overthinking? The Stoics were men of discipline, but also emotion. They lived, they acted, they risked, they failed, and they did so while maintaining their inner tranquility. Every time you feel overwhelmed by thoughts, act. Write the message. Make the call. Hit publish. Say what you mean. Walk away. Face the truth. Take the shot. Because while you're overthinking, someone else is doing, and doing beats thinking. Every time. Daily practices to quiet the mind. The Stoics didn't wait for clarity. They cultivated it daily. Here are 3 practices straight from their philosophy. 1. Morning reflection, premeditatio malorum. Visualize the challenges of the day ahead. Prepare for discomfort. See it coming. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. 2. Evening review. At night, ask, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What can I improve? Seneca recommended this to strengthen virtue and eliminate regret. 3. Journaling. Don't let your thoughts pile up. Spill them onto paper. Challenge them. Clarify them. Release them. A Stoic journals not to complain, but to discipline the mind. Let reality be what it is. Overthinking is rebellion against reality. Something happened, or it didn't, and you resist it, with thought, with worry, with noise. But Marcus Aurelius said, accept everything which happens, even if it seems disagreeable, because it leads to this, the health of the universe. Life doesn't owe you understanding. The universe doesn't answer your why. Some things will never make sense, and that's okay. Stop trying to rewrite reality in your mind. Let it be. Work with it. Flow with it. The Stoic doesn't need to like reality. He only needs to accept it and respond with virtue. Train your mind like a warrior. Your mind is not a mirror, it's a weapon. Sharpen it. Overthinking is mental laziness disguised as depth. The Stoic mind is disciplined, not distracted. Sharp, not scattered. Train like a warrior. Discipline your attention. Cut distractions. Don't chase every thought. Practice stillness. Sit in silence. Let the mind settle like a pond after the storm. Use reason. Challenge emotions with logic. Strip them of drama. Endure discomfort. Don't run. Don't numb. Face it. Grow. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." What would you be? Calm? Resilient? Clear? Then do what you must. Train like a Stoic. Silence, solitude, and stillness, the Stoic retreat. You don't stop overthinking by adding more input. You stop by subtracting. The Stoics valued silence over chatter, solitude over crowds, stillness over chaos. Marcus wrote to himself every morning. Epictetus warned against mindless conversation. Seneca retreated into thought, not noise. If your mind is loud, it's probably because your world is loud. So step away. Turn it off. Go for a walk. Sit in a room. No phone. No agenda. Just you and your breath. You'll find something you've forgotten. Peace. Stillness isn't empty. It's full of clarity. Detach from the outcome. Most overthinking is obsession with the outcome. What if I fail? What if she doesn't like me? What if I look stupid? But the Stoic detaches from outcome. He focuses only on effort. Epictetus taught, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You're not in charge of results. Only input, only virtue. You can write the book, but not force it to become a bestseller. You can love honestly, but not force them to stay. You can train hard, but not control the victory. So stop overthinking the result. Put your energy into the process. That's all that was ever yours. You are not your thoughts. The greatest Stoic secret is this. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. But he never said you are your thoughts. You choose them. You direct them. When overthinking strikes, don't identify. Detach. Say, this is just a thought, not a fact, not a command, not me. Imagine your thoughts like clouds. You don't chase clouds. You don't argue with them. You watch them pass. Your job is not to believe every thought. It's to choose the ones that serve your peace, your purpose, and your virtue. Become the master of your mind. Overthinking isn't harmless. It steals time. It kills action. It poisons peace. The Stoics knew this, and they offered a solution. Mastery the self. Accept what is. Focus only on what you can control. Act with courage. Detach from outcomes. Discipline your thoughts like a warrior disciplines a sword. Every day, you are either strengthening your mind or surrendering to it. So ask yourself, are you the master of your thoughts, or are you a slave to them? Stop analyzing life. Start living it. Let go of what you cannot control. Act on what you can. That is Stoicism. That is power. That is freedom. Do not forget, subscribe to Everyday Stoicism for more wisdom that makes you unshakable in a shaking world. Like, share with someone drowning in thoughts. Comment below which Stoic teacher will you use today. And remember, no man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus, be free, be Stoic. Goodbye, warrior.